Hey guys, it's your girl Tamika from LJ's Kitchen, and today we are going to smoke some beef back ribs. Okay, so I have equal parts of just some kosher salt and some coarse black pepper, and that's all we're going to use as far as a rub today. We just want to get those gently stirred up, and it's all about this beef today. Look at this. Look how beautiful this beef is. Now, I'm going to be honest, I usually get a slightly better cut than this from my butcher, but I'm grateful that they look out for me when I'm looking for these beef ribs. They get a whole cow in fresh, and then they cut it up. And only thing you want to do to prepare, this piece is a bit bony right here, but for the most part, it's a nice thickness to it. You want to make sure when you flip it over to the back that you take this membrane off. Yeah, so we're going to take our coarse pepper and our kosher salt, and we're just going to season this back part up on all sides, just like so. And we're going to get this on our kettle smoker, our Weber kettle. Flip this over. You don't need a binder for this. This is going to do just fine. And I know it seems like a lot of salt and pepper, but we're using kosher, and just equal parts will do you. Just like so. We won't get this all coated up, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so this is all ready for the smoker, and if you just have a grill, you can put all your briquettes on one side and light them, and then put a tray underneath, so just to catch the drippings. So look at this. This is seasoned up nicely. All right, we want to get it on the smoker. All right, so I have my charcoal in the chamber. I actually have my slow and sear for my Weber kettle, and I'm just going to put my charcoal lighted on one side so that it can slowly light the other briquettes. So I'm going to let that go and catch, and then I will be right back to heat the grill after we heat the grill up and put our meat on. I'm going to put a piece of hickory and apple on there, maybe 3 pieces, and just let it catch, and then we're going to put the lid on and get this going. Okay, we got the heat up to about 300. I'm going to just take a piece of foil before I put my tray on, and I'm going to take some water and place it in our water reservoir, so it'll help keep everything nice and moist when we put our meat on. So we're going to put our tray on just like so, and this lid is easy for me to put more charcoal in, so I kind of like that. Now we have our beautiful meat here. I'm going to put it the thickest side to the fire to smoke, and I'm going to keep it as far back as I can and hope that those drippings go. Let me adjust that. I like easy cleanup, so. All right, and we're going to get our lid on. We're going to keep this about 275 to 300, and we're going to spritz it every 2 hours with some apple cider vinegar, some apple juice, and a little water and brown sugar. That's what's in my bottle. So we have all vents. We have our vent open, closest to the side where the meat is, so it's going to kind of serve as a vacuum and pull that smoke over. We're going to leave our vent open, controlling our temperature as well. You can use a probe if you want, but I'm going to shut the vent down here almost to close, just to control our temperature. We'll see you in about 2 hours. It's been about 15 minutes, so we have it nice and steady at about 310. So we'll get it down to about 275 to 300, but between 275 and 300 is great for this cook. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. I'm a little late. I wanted to spray this. Oh, I guess I'm about 40 minutes late. I wanted to spray this sooner. This is just apple cider vinegar, some apple juice, and hopefully the juices are catching. So it's staying steady about 300 degrees, and that's good. But we want to keep it going for about 2 more hours. One more thing, I like the fact that our coals are catching a little bit at a time. So you can either do the snake method, or you can just light one portion of your grill like I did and let the other coals catch on. I am using briquettes, or I should say lump charcoal. So this is the brand that I'm using. I believe I got it from Sam's Club, but it burns longer and faster. It's staying steady about 325, so we want to keep it going. Sometimes I open the vent a little bit more, and you see it's going up, so I'll close the vent some. So I got it back down to about 300 because it just started going way up. So, you know, you always want to make sure that you pay attention to your grill and what's going on. One time my fire totally went out and I was devastated because I'm thinking it was still lit. So there's all kinds of apps and things like that that will also help you with your grill. So pay attention to those. Okay, so it's been, I'm going to spritz it again. It's been about another hour. And I just want to give it a good spritz. The internal temperature is about 200 here, where it's thicker. And I just wanted to get about 220. So I'm going to check it out again in another half hour. So it's been on the grill actually about 3.5 hours now. I want to check it at the 4-hour range and see how it's doing. Okay guys, so we're at our final step here. These ribs have been on the grill for quite some time now, and we are just testing to see where we are now. Earlier I said 220. I wanted them at 200. So they seem to be at 200 here. We are going to take them off. We're going to have some butter, and we're going to wrap them for just a bit. So here I have some butter and some Worcestershire sauce. I'm just going to put a couple pinches of Worcestershire in my butter. We are going to spread this butter mixture out here for our ribs. We're going to get our ribs set up. Okay, so we are wrapping these ribs up with our butter and Worcestershire mixture down. Alright, so we have these back on. We're going to close the lid again and let these smoke for, usually I would use butcher paper, but I can't get it. It's like too deep into the shed. So if you have butcher paper, definitely wrap it with butcher paper. It's better. Sometimes the foil can steam your ribs and disturb that great bark you just created. So we're going to wrap these and put them in for about another half hour, 40 minutes. Okay, so this needs to rest up for about another hour. And after the hour, I will cut them. And it just allows the juices to redistribute and keep them locked in. So yeah, they have been on the grill completely for about 5 hours. So I will show you what they look like when we cut them. Okay, so
hey guys, you didn't say hey guys.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tamika from LJ's Kitchen.
And right here.
It's a fly in here, so I'm gonna keep swatting.
And Nari here.
And Nari here.
And today we're gonna make ribs.
We made ribs. We cooked ribs. So I'm gonna take my trusty knife.
And I have my blue
And we
knife.
waited for these ribs to get to the internal temperature about 200 degrees. I said 220 before. I didn't mean that.
Wow.
It was 180 and I needed to do 20 more degrees. So we are going to remove these. Look at all the juice and
It's juicy.
yeah, honey. All right, so I have a little
call me
paper.
honey.
All right, I know you don't like when I call you honey. So we are going to cut these.
Ribs.
Yes, and this is with my trusty knife.
And this is my blue knife.
Your blue knife.
Yeah, I can cut the ribs.
Okay.
Let's see what it tastes like when it adds the blue one.
Okay, wait. I want to be careful of this knife, remember? Look at that. It looks delicious.
It looks like chicken, I guess.
It looks like chicken, you guys.
Gotta take that part off.
Look at that. It has a nice smoke ring.
And we can eat it after we begin. And we say bye for now. And we can.
Okay, so I'm just going to get these ribs like cut up.
Yeah, we're not cut the watermelon.
No,
today.
we're still not cutting the watermelon.
We can cut the watermelon
Wow,
to make
so,
juice.
yeah, we're going to make juice with the watermelon. So
Yeah.
look how beautiful.
That inside the pink. Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna, this is only one bone. Wait, I gotta just show you because there's only like 5 bones. But look how beautiful this rib is.
Everybody stop.
Even here, it's just delicious. It's been cooking for 5 hours on 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bye. So let me get you into these ribs. Whoops. Yes. So we are going to plate these ribs up. They are beautifully, beautifully done. Cooking for 5 hours. Whoops. Whew. Cooking for 5 hours, and they have, let me see. Yeah, okay. So yeah, they've been cooking for about 5 long hours. So I'm going to get these all on a platter. And I got one more bone to cut. And I'm going to get them on a platter. And I will show you what they look like. Alright. In just a bit. Let's see if I can get my hands clean. Alright, so these ribs are totally done. I just want to show you how delicious they are. I'm going to just take one and just, let me pour this over it. Look how delicious that is. Yummy. It's so nice and juicy. Just wanted to show you each rib that I cut into. Can you see that good? You see that bony area I was talking about earlier? But it's okay. We are going to plate these up. This is how it looks on both sides. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely delicious. So let me plate this up. Put them on this beautiful platter. And then I will get right back to you. Look at how delicious that is. these ribs. Took a little while, but definitely well worth the time. Definitely worth it. Put this to the side. Look at how delicious that looks. No sauce needed. I'm going to take a little tiny piece. See how it tastes. Alright, so I just sliced a couple of little pieces. I'm not going to take, I'm a lady, I'm not going to take a big brontosaurus rib like this. Look how big this rib is. I'm not going to take this and just like stuff it in my mouth. You want to taste it, Nari? So I took a couple pieces. Not yet. She wants to taste chocolate, and I'm like, you know, oh, a fly. That's the only thing about being in for the summer. It's still the end of summer, but you know, I cannot stand flies. Anybody knows me, like I'll probably throw myself down a flight of steps, then let a fly touch me. But you see that red smoke ring? That red smoke ring is definitely just smoke. I need to taste a piece of this. It's so delicious. Nice and tender. I used apple and cherry and a piece of hickory. That is super delicious. I just want you to see the smoke ring. Can you see that? Oh my God. I'm not saying it's award winning or anything, but maybe in my area it is. Delicious. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm your girl Tamika from LJ's Kitchen. And bye for now.